Welcome to the Nothing Much Just Chillin' Show with your hosts Emma and Julio. Nothing much, just chillin' show. Nothing much, just a chillin'.
Welcome back to NMJC, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Emma, and I have been a shitty podcast host. I have been very inconsistent during this season, and I know that I didn't guarantee like weekly episodes, and I was trying to, be easy on myself because I have many other priorities right now. But it's so funny because doing this weekly when I had Julio with me was so much easier because I had like another person to schedule with, and this was like the time that we could both do it, and this was the time that we could both brainstorm together. And I don't know, there was just this like group effort on it that seemed more permanent. And now that it's just me, I slack off a bit, / like if I'm not feeling it, I'm like, I don't want to record. Whereas when Julio was my co-host, even if I didn't feel it, I would still record because I don't know, it would always work out. And it does always work out if I record it, if I'm in a weird mood or if I'm sad, and I shouldn't let that stop me from doing this every week, because you're not always going to be in the best headspace to do the things that you want to do, to just have fun or like form a career. And I want to treat this as part of my schedule and routine and be more serious about it. And I was planning on taking it very seriously and doing it weekly, or at least bi-weekly, but I kind of dropped the ball. Overall, I've just had like a shit start to the new year, which I detailed a big reason why in the last episode, right? Like all my moving in drama. But now that that's like pretty much past, we've been able to furnish our apartment. And oh yeah, wait, I gotta give you guys a big life update. I'm in the same room that I was recording from before. There's new stuff in the background, a little bit more stuff on the walls. There will be more stuff on the walls at some point. But I am filming in my bedroom again in front of my vanity mirror because it has really good lighting, and I think I record these better at night. I just feel like I'm more chill. I'm just an evening gal, you know what I mean? Like evening, I feel like, is when I'm the sharpest / feel like the most relaxed. I'm not thinking about other things I need to be doing that day. I can just fully speak to you guys in a way that I normally would speak to my best friend or friends, or just have a heart-to-heart with somebody. So that's what I'm doing. It's currently 7:24 p.m. Monday, February 20th. I have not recorded in like a month. Shame on me, but I will tell you guys, to be honest, I've just been sad. I've just been sad about a multitude of things in my life. External factors, internal, I don't know, I've just been really hard on myself and really upset over where I am in life. And yeah, I've really been beating myself up, to be honest, about every decision I've ever made. So that does not breed for like wanting to like share yourself on the internet. I'm not where I want to be in life, and that's okay. I think that's okay to admit, but it's also important to remember that everyone's path looks different, and life can take so many twists and turns. Like you could be moving, you could not have hot water or heat in your new apartment. There could be a pandemic that causes you to pretty much lose all your clientele and drive to work on your craft and pursue your passions. Like there could be many factors that play into having to evaluate where you are in life, either feeling stuck or being in a rut. And life's just about figuring it out, and I've always figured it out, and I trust that I will this time, even though this time just feels so much more different than the previous. I know I can do it, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing something, and that's pretty much my New Year's resolution. I have many, I guess, resolutions, but it all falls under doing something. Because if I feel like there's no point to anything in my life, and that like if I have a moment of free time, I'm not thinking about like what I can do to better myself or better my career, be productive. If I have that mindset, that negative mindset of nothing fucking matters, why should I even try, I'm just gonna rot in my bed and watch TikToks and doom scroll. Like that is what I do. And I do think that it's partly phone addiction, and then I also think it's just I'm upset and I feel paralyzed and I don't know what to do with myself, but keep on doing this cycle of comparing myself to other people and just having no focus, because everything I want to do in life has ultimately changed. Not like fully, but just the world has changed so much. The industry has changed so much. How you do things, how people see your work, how you create, like it's just all different, and it's all expensive, and it can feel very paralyzing and overwhelming, and I'm just not good with being overwhelmed, to be honest. I really like peace. I kind of crumble a bit when I feel too overwhelmed. So also, I just want to point out that I can upload the video version of these podcasts now on Spotify. So if you're seeing me on Spotify while you're thinking that you're listening to the audio version, that is why I'm uploading the video version on Spotify now, so you can watch, or you can shut your phone and listen, whatever. But I wish I could see your faces watching my face, but sadly this is not a FaceTime. This is a FaceTime though, between me and all my friends who listen, or not friends. I don't know who exactly listens to this. I just see the numbers, right? Hopefully you guys all are my friends, because we are friends. Done and dusted. We've been watching a lot of Love Island. The season 9 is on now, Winter Love Island, and this season is just, I mean, every season is amazing. It's our favorite show in the world. But yeah, the Casa Amor just happened, and there's just like so much drama, and it's just the best thing ever. Anyways, what was I saying? Ugh, I was just talking about how sad I am. I need to get off of that topic. We need to reroute, okay? We need to talk about the things that I'm doing to feel better. Oh my god, I'm just like looking though at my pens here. I went shopping with my mom in December when I went to surprise her for her birthday, and we were going Christmas shopping, and we were at this store. It's called Poppy and Stella, and they had these pens, and I saw like Libra on the wall, so I took them down and I read them, and I was like, oh my god, that's so my sister, because my sister is a Libra, and my mom read them. I was like, oh my god, yes, we have to get this for her stocking. And she goes, is there a Pisces one? And so I go back and I find the Pisces one. So I'm gonna read you what all these Pisces pens say, and you guys will probably laugh to yourselves. My family laughed a little too hard when I told them what these said on a Christmas day. So let me read these, and you can tell me if you think that they apply to me. First one: can't forget to cry today. I cry every single day. I always see TikToks of people asking people when's the last time that they cried, and it shocks me when people respond like, oh, in the 8th grade when my dog died, or like 4 years ago when my ex broke up with me, you know, like they give this like years long answer, and I'm like, I cry every single day. That's not true. Probably not every single day, but if I had to guess, out of a month, I probably cry like at least half of the days. And sometimes it's not crying because I'm sad. Sometimes it's crying because I'm happy. I'm just very emotional. Pisces. And yeah, I'll just cry over a show. Like I cry when I watch Gilmore Girls, and I've been rewatching that, so I've been crying a lot. Okay, the next one. Why be quiet when you can radically overshare? Someone has a podcast. Someone likes to overshare on the internet. Can't be me. This one says, sure am worried about everything today. Yep. Sure am. I'm trying not to, though. I just feel like when I don't have enough alone time, I kind of freak out and I like lose myself. And that includes like alone time, like without my phone. Like if I'm too on my phone, like I feel so disconnected from myself. Like I need to go like touch grass. Like after I doom scroll on TikTok, I gotta stop doing that. And I have been. That is one of my resolutions that I have been keeping up with. My screen time has gone way down. I've been scrolling way less. I barely really go on Instagram that much, so like that's not that bad of a problem, but TikTok is definitely an issue, and I've been really regulating myself / I've just been trying to do other things. Just do it, not to steal Nike's catchphrase, but like just do it has been like my motto. Just do it. Whatever I want to do, just do it, because just everything I need to just like do it and not worry about it and think about it. Like I just need to do it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but there are 5 of them, but I just have 4 of them here. The other one says, I just have so many emotions, which facts. Okay. This last one says, this is really great for this episode right now, because I feel like my life is falling apart. No, it's not falling apart, but it is a bit broken in some aspects, and I need to work towards getting it together, but whatever. Anyways, this pen says, your life can't fall apart if you never had it together. I love that. I really, really love all those pens. Thank you, Mom, for getting that for me. I think also what's contributing to me being upset lately is that I'm about to turn 29, and I have only 1 year left of my 20s, and it feels like I have some sort of like deadline or major accomplishment that I need to do, and I'm not so sure that I know what I want to be doing for the rest of my life, and I'm not so sure that I'm supposed to know that right now. You know, you always hear people say like it's not too late to start over, or it's not too late to try something else, or it's not too late to whatever, fill in the dots. And I think there's like a lot of avenues that I need to explore on top of what I already thought was my like mission and goal and purpose in life. I've got to do a lot of like self-reflecting. Non-emotional life update is that I'm still working in that temp job that I told you guys that I was working at the furniture showroom place. I'm still doing that. All of my temp jobs get extended for like 1, if they just like me and want to keep me around, or 2, if they do actually need me for longer and want to extend. Or it could be both, which I think in this scenario it is. I think they like me, but they also they need me. But it's been really great, and I really like working there. With Julio got a new job, which is really exciting. Really proud of him. I won't go into too much detail about it. 1, because he's not here to talk about it, and 2, because I don't even know what the fuck he does, and I'm not gonna understand until he starts coming home complaining about things. Don't ask me. Don't ask me what he does, please. But it's just like another music industry job. It's just like another music industry job. No, it's like a really good job. I just don't know the technical jargon and whatever. At least Julio and I are still good. We had Valentine's Day, which was really nice. I made pizza. I made like a heart-shaped pizza. I only made one of those because that was a task. We watched Love Island. It was a Casa Amor episode, so it was very entertaining. It was a great night, honestly. We had cookies. He got me a bunch of nice gifts. He got me some Brandy Melville. I'm wearing the sweatpants. I'm wearing the sweatpants that he got me right now. They're like the same material and fabric and color as the sweatshirt that I have on right now. So it matches perfectly. And then he got me 2 t-shirts, and then he got me these really cute like Be Mine heart earrings. Oh, and he picked flowers for me on his way home from the bus, after work. So that was really cute. They're really pretty flowers. And he got me a book. We were in a bookstore near our place a couple weeks ago. In December, I watched the Meghan and Harry docuseries and I loved it, and I love them. So I saw Harry's book in the bookstore, and I had been hearing that it was good, I think, but I was like, oh, I want to read that. And he got me the book for Valentine's Day, so I'm so excited. I'm reading another book right now, which I will talk about, but yeah, I'll read that after. But yeah, overall, Valentine's Day was really great. But yeah, along with my just do it or just doing something other than scrolling TikTok, under that umbrella, I have started reading. I don't even remember the last time I read a full book. It was probably in high school, I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't even know if I had to read any books for college. I don't remember. I don't think I had to, because I was just like, taking pictures and videos. And I don't remember reading a book in college. That's so bad. I went to college and I read no books. That's really sad, actually. I don't know. That can't be true. Oh, you know what? That's not true. I had literature courses. I'm dumb. I read books. I read The Bell Jar. I read Girl Interrupted. This was a very specific class. It was like mental health literature or something, or like it was literature from people who are mentally ill. I don't remember the exact class name, but that was it. Like Sylvia Plath obviously came up a lot. So I honestly can't remember any other class that I read in, and I don't remember reading for fun. Yeah, I don't remember reading one book. So, okay, let's leave that. I'm very embarrassed of that. Like, how not Rory Gilmore of me. That's terrible, Emma. But anyways, I admit it. But I am reading It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. And Colleen Hoover, she's like a very popular author. This is a very popular book. They're making a movie of it. I'm pretty sure Blake Lively is starring in it. So people say it's amazing. It's a tearjerker. So I'm very excited to read it. But when I was at the bookstore, this was the same time that I pointed out that I wanted to read Harry's book. While we were at the bookstore, Julio was like in another section looking at stuff, and I was looking at the popular releases, and I saw It Ends With Us, and I was kind of like waiting behind these two girls because they were in that section and they were like talking about It Ends With Us, the book, and Colleen Hoover in general. And yeah, they were just like in the space that I needed to get to my book, so I just kind of stood there awkwardly, and they just never noticed me, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm used to like just being invisible. So yeah, so they're talking, and obviously I can like hear what they're saying. One of the girls has read It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us, which is the other book in the same series or whatever. They're about the same characters. And then the other girl hadn't read the books yet, but wanted to. And then the friend who hasn't read the books was like saying like, oh, I'm gonna read it, like you convinced me. And she goes to grab the book, It Ends With Us, and her other friend like kind of like not slaps but like taps her arm away from the book, and it was like, you have to read It Starts With Us before you read It Ends With Us. And then she like laughed like she, it was a joke, but she kind of said it like aggressively. And her friend was like, oh, like, okay, yeah, I can't read that before I read the other one or whatever. Like, that makes sense. Like, yeah, totally need to read It Starts With Us before I read It Ends With Us. And so I'm just like processing this information in my brain. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that I was here for that moment, because I want to read those books, and I didn't know the order that you had to read them in. I didn't even know there was an order. So I'm so glad that I just caught that, and that I just heard this girl say it, and now I know that I have to read It Starts With Us before I read It Ends With Us. So there I go. Walk back to where Julio is, and I tell him what happened. I tell him about the conversation that I heard with the two girls, and how the girl hasn't read the books, got like shaded for like wanting to start It Ends With Us before it starts with us or whatever. I feel very informed on the matter now. So we go over, and Julio points to It Starts With Us because it was in the same section, but I just didn't see it before. And so he picks it up, And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get that. And then he turns it over and he reads the back, and it's talking about how it is like the prequel to It Ends With Us, but it was written after. So really, you need to read It Ends With Us before you read It Starts With Us. I mean, I'm sure you could do it out of order. Like, I don't think you're gonna go to jail. Like, I don't think there's a book jail that you get thrown in. Like, this friend kind of joked about that happening, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that anything bad would happen to you if you read the one you're not supposed to read first, you know? But I was just like, oh my God, I just blindly believed strangers. I just took this girl's word for it, and I don't know her. Just because she's in this nice bookstore in this rich ass area, I'm just like, oh yeah, she knows what she's talking about. Just because she spoke with vigor, like, and seemed like she was, you know, educating her friend on the Colleen Hoover book system, you know. What you can take from this is don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Some people just don't know what they're talking about, including me. And that's why you guys tuned in to hear me talk about nothing. Essentially, we're just chilling here. I have my podcast journal here. I have been not doing it because I haven't been doing this podcast for the past month, but I did write in it today. And yeah, so basically my New Year's resolutions are to just do something. Not always, like letting myself rest, but be doing something that is productive when you can, and not choosing to scroll on TikTok over doing something productive, because I could always be doing something else. It gets to the point where it's just detrimental to my mental health, my physical health, because I'm just doing nothing when I'm watching TikToks. So I'm putting an end to that. I'm putting an end to my TikTok/phone addiction. Also, reading before bed is so much better than scrolling TikTok before bed. Okay, guys, to end this episode, you might have an idea of what you want your life to look like at a certain age. You know, you might have goals that you wanted to accomplish, numbers you wanted to reach. You might, want to have the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with sorted out, and it just might not work out that way, and that's okay. Life and success and love and friendship and career, it all looks different for every single person, so you cannot compare yourself to other people. And yes, I'm talking to myself here. But I'm talking to you too. I honestly hope you don't relate to me. I hope that you know exactly what's going on in your life and what you want to do and who you want to be. And I hope that there are wonderful things in your life that you're grateful for every day. I know that for me, there's wonderful things in my life that I'm grateful for every day. But there are things that I want to change, and I need to take steps to change them, / just need to put myself in a better headspace so that when opportunities come, I'll be ready for them. So yeah, basically I'm just working on my mental health right now and pulling myself out of a dark place. And it's, I don't say this all for people to be like sympathetic or feel bad for me. Like, I'm not talking so bluntly about my mental health on here because I want people to feel bad for me. I'm just trying to be honest, and also hope that if somebody else is feeling like that they know that they're not alone, and that there's a lot of people going through tough shit right now. The pandemic just really affected a lot of things for me, and I'm just kind of picking myself up again as swiftly as I can right now. So, but good things are happening. Good things are always happening. Your thoughts create your reality, and you kind of have to, if you're like in a deep, dark place. You kind of have to like not be neutral. You kind of have to be like toxically positive about yourself, like absolutely delusional, because you got to offset all the damage that you've done to your self-esteem and yeah, get yourself back up there and back above water and being able to breathe, right? So that's what I'm doing. I am lucky. I am Cafe Gratitude, it's this vegan restaurant in LA, but anyways, all of their menu items are like eclectic, giving, awesome, cool, grateful, beautiful, and how you order is you say, instead of being like, I want the pizza, you say, I am giving, because giving is the name of the pizza there. Do you follow? I don't know. I feel like people who haven't gone there are like, what? But that's how you order, and the waiter says back to you, you are giving. And it's like this like cute, cringy LA moment, and you gotta just roll with it. But so oftentimes, usually I hear people talk a lot of shit on Cafe Gratitude, that it's so like stuck up or just so like, I don't even know the word, just annoying, that they're just like annoyed that they have to do that when they go there, so they just don't go there, / just get annoyed when they're like, I just want to say I want the burrito bowl. Why do I have to say that I'm awesome, And fair, honestly, it is just a very like kind of thing if you're like not in the mood to like speak highly of yourself, I guess. I don't know. It's just different strokes for different folks, But I went to Cafe Gratitude a couple weeks ago. Julio and I did, with our friends Matt and Connor, before we went to see Smino and Jid. But we went to Cafe Gratitude beforehand, and I think Matt had never been to Cafe Gratitude because he was new to this affirmations on the menu thing, and he was just so positive about it and so into it. I mean, Matt is super cool and super nice. I wouldn't be friends with somebody who wasn't. Everybody that I hang out with, I think, personally, is cool and nice. So, but yeah, he was just being like so positive about it, being like, oh, this is so cool, like I love this, like I love affirmations and stuff. And it was just so, I don't know, I just had like such a nice moment in my brain. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna have to deal with someone being like, oh, really, I have to say it. You know what I mean? Because most people are like that, and not like it's a bad thing, but it's just pretty common. And yeah, he was just like so jazzed about the affirmations and thought it was so like cool and nice. And I was like, oh my God, this is so precious. And I think we all need to think that way when we're, talking about ourselves and talk highly about ourselves, because being hard on yourself does no one any good, not even yourself. I'm sure there's some people out there that are like, I operate best on tough love. And you know what, if that works for you, that works for you. But I feel like most of us need to uplift ourselves in a healthy way that doesn't like destroy our self-esteem. We need to be like, okay, time to try again. That is what I'm gonna leave you guys with today, because I want to be the person that fails the most in the world. That seems like such a dramatic thing to say, but I want to be the person who fails the most in the world, because I think the people that fail the most have the most success, because they're not afraid to try, and they don't give up, and they don't let the world or external factors like other people or society or whatever stop them from still trying and not giving up. So I will leave you with that, and thank you guys for chilling with me this week. Next week I will have another solo episode, I think, and then maybe we'll do some guest episodes, I'm hoping. So yeah, thanks for chilling, guys. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Nothing much, just a chillin'.